Hi guys, and welcome back to Workers and Resources over at Public. So today we're back in the Isles, and I think we've got some solutions on the horizon. So if you do enjoy this video, guys, please hit that thumbs up button and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. So what I have been doing in between the episodes, we haven't gone very long. I've just been sat here paused thinking, how can we make life better for ourselves? We are not getting enough people into the coal power plant, saying that we do at the moment, but we keep losing having brownouts. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add on another little one of our little ships to this. I've also turned on the... I didn't work, did it? I've also turned on the... They've got a test spacing on, which I'll show you in the cheat menu. So I have cheats enabled, but just to be open and transparent, I have the experimental traffic pathfinding, the construction office cooperation, and the line spacing on. That's all that we have on at the moment, and that should, I'm hoping, with a couple of adjustments in our town here, enable us to really fill our station with people. So another thing that, if we look through these, just while I'm going through the menus, you can see everybody wants a kindergarten. We have got a population of children. Look at that. So total children, we've got a population of 1,924, and pretty much 900 of them are children. And this is quite common at the start of a game. So for that, what we're going to do is we're going to plonk in a kindergarten. I'm going to use this one because I know it's quite OP, and it will give us somewhere to store the children. I say OP, I mean you have to put the workers into it. It'll give us somewhere to store our children. Can we squeeze this a bit further down? Let's see if we can actually push this out a little bit. I would like if we can get a bit more. I know this is costing us money, but I'd like it if we could just take advantage of our water space a little bit. There we go. Cool. I want to get on here. Definitely want the kindergarten. So if we can get a kindergarten in anywhere like here, perfect. Okay, put you there. Awesome. We get the kindergarten in. That's going to really help us here. So we'll get this connected up with the road straight away. And then while we're focused on some other things that we need to rectify, because we do need quite a few things for our town. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dedicate quite a few of these little tower blocks to the power to the harbour or the port, and we're going to ship people over there, and that's going to come in really handy. We're also going to give them this building as well. I know at the moment it looks like we're going to be in trouble, but what I want to do, the reason for this here, is I want to squeeze in a couple more residential buildings, which we're using this one. So if I can get you in quite close, I want you like here. Yep, another one. Perfect. This is what I was wanting. So we can just get 4 of them in, and this is a lot of people, I'm aware. And it gives us a nice little bit of a... There we go, brilliant, cool. And we're going to use these 4 pretty much for... Can we link... Oh, no, I don't want that. Can we link you both up? We can. And you, yep. You're going to be weird? You're not. Okay, good, cool. And then we can bring you in like so. Cool. And what these 4 buildings are here, we're also going to use these for our port as well, and they actually sit really close and nice there. I like that. And yeah, we've now got a lot of people that we can send over to our coal area, which is going to need these people. So let's just connect some roads up and enable... Oh, we don't want gravel. Okay, well, we've got a gravel road. We want to be paying, don't want to be paying for that ourselves. Do we have import people on? We do not. No one lives here, so we will need to import a few people. I thought I had that on. I guess we must have turned it off at some stage. So let's bring in people from the Soviet. At the moment, I just want... We can let these fill up with time, is what I'm thinking. We'll fill one up. We've got the workers. They should be happy, I guess. We'll see them tootle off and do their business. But what I kind of want those guys to do is to keep these areas staffed for us. And the shopping centre is looking after itself. To keep the areas here staffed, we've still got a kindergarten staffed really nicely. Our little school gym here is doing good as well. That should be okay. And now look, we've got 62 people waiting here. So what I'm hoping is going to happen is... Oh, we've already got 2 over here. Okay, good. Is we're going to have a decent amount once these get back over. Decent amount of people. Oh, wow, you just saw them all dropped off there. Look at all these. That's what we want. So they're all going to head up to our coal mine. Going to keep all our facilities over here nice and full, which would be good. So we shouldn't run out of power now, is what I'm expecting to happen. And that'd be great if that is the situation. It'd be really good for us. And then we don't have to worry so much on this train line, which is coming back and forth. But that train line will play a part in the future. There is plans for it. And it's just another way to help it. We do need a train line through the town, so it's a way to get in there early. That is going to help us. So, oh wow, look at that, 82 citizens. So we've got plenty of people waiting here. And this is going to really keep that area working nicely, which is what we want. Something else that we don't have in our town with winter coming is a hospital. And we also need to look at our heating. So let's just do a little bit of planning here. And what I want to do is I want to get a hospital in here. Where are you, Mr. Hospital? Oh, yeah, you're under here. Cool. And I don't know why we haven't put the hospital in yet, but we had not. So we want to get a hospital in over here. You in nice and close to the fire station. Make you look like you're part of it. Put you in there. Lovely. Good. Then also what we're going to want over in this area. Hopefully, we're probably going to have to get some more houses over here as well and pull some people over. And I'm purposely building like extra housing because we've got that many children that we will fill this with time. Just going to be a matter of time till we fill that. We're going to need a technical building over here. We want to be able to... No, I've got a mod for this. I don't want one of the giant ones. We will need a technical building over here. We're going to use this nice little small one. It enables us just to get 4 little cars on it. I want it right by the hospital because I suspect if we don't keep the roads clear, once we get our hospital in here, we're going to have a hard time looking after the people as we're doing that. We also need to think about our heating. So this plant here is too small. We need a bigger plant than that, right? This is built here. Let's get ourselves a couple of a nice amount of trucks in. So that's going to do that for us. So that is good. So far we're doing well here. We've got everything going good, which is great. So this, look at this. So look, the capacity of this is massive. How many teachers do we have in here? 9. Okay, that's 48. I don't think it's very balanced, but for the purpose of dealing with our baby booming population, we probably will remove this in the future. But I like it because we are so heavily dominated with children. You can see, look, yeah, they're still going up. Population is increasing, which is good. That's what we want. We've got all the educational facilities in for them if they desire them. Universities over here, we've got people in there as well. We've also got chemistry being researched at the moment. It's 97% of the way through. That is great. That's going to come in really handy. So close. That'd be great when we get that done. That'll open up a few more avenues. Right, we're procrastinating. So what I want to do is this area here is not right for us. But before we do that, I want to grab all the vehicles. The reason this isn't right is that oh, we've got you open already. Is this... I was looking at it, and I was just looking at the size of the tanks on all the buildings and things, and it's this small heating plant is never going to be able to warm all the homes as well. So we're going to have to remove it. So if we get rid of you, goodbye. See you next time. And then if we get out our heating pipes here, and if we just remove these, we're going to have to take these back because we're going to put in a bigger plant now. And what this bigger plant should mean is that we're going to be able to heat all the homes we've got here, even these homes here, which would be great. That's what we need. We need to be heating everyone and keeping everyone happy. And this requires a few more workers. Now, this is looking quite a nice little spot to get you in here. If we can get you... There we go. I like that. Yeah? Okay. Oh, do a little bit of flat. Now, we are spending quite a lot of money at the moment. So we do also need to think about where we're going to start getting some income in from. And I've got a little bit of a plan in mind. Let's get you in there. But we need to... Before we do that, there's going to be a few processes that we're going to need to do. So, hopefully... Well, I think we are going to need to borrow money. That was always going to be inevitable. So as long as we don't borrow too much, I think we should be okay. And we're just waiting for this to be built. So we're in September. It's going to start getting cold soon. Going to start getting cold? Should be getting cold soon. It isn't yet. Okay. Well, the winter is coming. There we go. So now we can get all our workers into our heating plant here. We also need to connect it up to our systems so that we can heat all the homes as well. That will be excellent for them. There we go. Awesome. Now let's get our heating pipes in. And we've got lots of different options here. So let's take you out over to... What? Oh, that's because that's not where you want to go. Into there. Awesome. And that has opened up a little bit of space for us in here as well. Let's just check everything is going okay here. So we should get people being delivered to you in no end of time. How are you doing here? We've got a reasonable amount of people waiting there. Excellent. We've got a few people waiting to get onto the platform here, which is helpful. That'll be good. What else we got? Got a few things. Yeah, so our audit. Everything's working pretty well here. So we could do some more research. Or is that because we've researched? Who was researching? We're researching. Oh, okay. So that should open up. Oh, did we chemicals, didn't we? So they've got semiconductors. So let's just educate people at the moment. We can now make chemicals, which we do need to move on with that. Just make sure everyone's... Are you without power? Make everything's okay. Have you got power then? Nope. So we need to get some power over to this side of the building. Ambulances. 2 ambulances. Don't need to go crazy on it. I think 4 should be enough. Okay. So we're going to want to run power into this side of the town. So let's have a little look here how we're going to do that. Now, we've got an additional line here, which I want to use because then we can reroute the power through. So you're going to get like pretty much this side of town. If we get one over here somewhere, should... Yeah, that looks quite good. Yeah, if we put you almost like that. Yeah. And then just in case we do want to have additional power... No, we don't want you. Just in case we do want to have additional power, what we can do is we can place this like along here, let's say. Yeah, I think that will work. And then run you in. We may end up moving these pylons around slightly. Do we want to run you straight across like so, or do we want to run you around like onto one side of the building? That is the question here. What are these little red dots? So I reckon we'd run you over the tracks. Okay. Be like here, then can we through, and then we run you just around the... Yep, okay. We're in there. There we go. Yep. Anywhere. Oh, stuff. Come on. There we go. And if we can get you to here, yeah, then we should... Yeah, boom. Okay, cool. That's going to power this side of the city. We do need to give them a road, and this also gives the opportunity for us to think about additional housing over here. Okay, we need to get rid of that path, which will come in handy. And we are going to need to move people around and get them to our new sort of businesses that we're going to be putting in here, which should, hopefully, that's quite a big gap there, but that's fine. Yeah, that'll be okay. This is a hill, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it's cool. So what I want to do now is we want to run a road quite close. No, don't like this hill here, do you? Oh no, there we go. Awesome, cool. We got you in. And the train, this is going to go straight across the tracks there. This is also like starting us, giving us the ability to almost plan the next stage of city that we're going to have going on here. So we're going to run you along there, you down here, and you over to here. We're definitely going to have to do some smoothing in there, but we should be able to now connect you up to the road. Awesome, so the fire trucks can get to you. That is looking good. So I think we've resolved that. Let's go have a little look at... Let's put you. Awesome. Let's just... Oh, you're not connected to this. Why aren't you connected? You've got people that aren't going to school. Let's check. No kindergarten, no school. Okay, well, hopefully that will resolve that. Maybe not. Let's get the path in here. Just see if we can persuade... Oh, didn't we try to do this before? I feel like we might have. Oh, no. What about... Well, got it, cool. And if you want... No, you won't want to. Cool. So maybe we'll persuade people to go to the kindergarten over here. But if not, that's fine. We do need children to be moving around. We do have the extra accommodation down here now, which is good. Hopefully we'll see people move in here within time, but not yet. Right, let's have a look at how we are doing with our oil, which we've been trying to export over here. Now, there is good news on this if we have a little look here. If we look at our imports, we haven't imported last month. We imported... That's our exports. Okay, so last month we exported 4,600 bitumen. That's okay. That's reasonable. And we imported 3,377. So we're making so it's not costing us import any bitumen or any oil. Making a little bit of profit, and we should be able to increase. I'm hoping should be able to increase our fuel situation as well. But what I also wanted to do was on one of these trucks, I want to remove this stop and get one of them to sell a bit of fuel. And you're only going to trade fuel. Just wait until you're fully loaded. And see if we can just slightly increase the turnaround and make a bit more money on that. And that will be a little bit better. We've got 31 tons. We are looking slightly better. We might... Oh, yeah, no, we should be okay with that, I reckon. And that would just bring in a bit more. Once this gets full, we'll stop importing and exporting, I reckon, there. The buses are all coming in here now with nobody's... Oh, you've got some workers. Okay, good. The stuff is going to happen. I hope, please, that you should be spacing out. The vehicles aren't spacing out there. Oh, you need some plows. That was quite a lot of money. Spam the button there. Probably shouldn't have done that. But we've got it. So we need to make sure we've got plows so we can keep our streets free. So everyone's going to be going over here. That should be fine. Not so worried about the other side of town. Let's have a little look here and see how we are getting on. Okay. It's doing very good. Look at all this coal sitting in here, which is nice. Previously, I'd noticed even the coal in here is increasing. I'd noticed we were like struggling to try and keep some of these going on. Now, my plan for like phase 2 of this export, now that we're definitely holding a positive amount of coal here, we can afford to take some of this coal for the short term until we get another coal mine up and running. And if we combine that with the next resource that we're going to get from over here, will be gravel. We will be able to get a decent amount of gravel. If we just get a couple of gravel mines is what I'm thinking. Now that we've got so many people coming up here, we should be able to link these in, I'm hoping. Cool. So just 2. Are we going to be able to link these in? I'm hoping we can get like a road around here. We can get you around here and persuade people. Hopefully we're not too far away from where we're coming from. And we should... I can build that. There we go. Around here. On there. You're going to join? Brilliant. Cool. We can get you to... Okay, down like that. You always end up having a fight when you build on mountains. But that is the joy of the game. We do that. Will you come? There we go. Cool. Right. So what I'm hoping is this little road here. It's going to act as 2... That'd be brilliant. Act in 2 ways. I'll get the words out. And what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to funnel our people over here into our gravel pits over here. Now, who wants your 1950? Let's take cheapest. We're just going to buy the cheapest now. I can see my money up here. We buy the cheapest from you. Brilliant. Awesome. We have that on the go now. These are going to go off and grab some fuel from down here. Oh, there. Oh, wow. You do have vehicles filling... You do. Okay, expect. You are coming to fill it up. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, cool. Just wanted to check that. That is quite a trek for him, though. Oh, well. That is going to be something that we're going to have to live with. Now, I want to make sure we actually are able to distribute our employees effectively. So I want to put these two pretty much on a 5% or a 3%. A 3%? I mean, we could have more... 7? 4? Are you going to let me do what I want to do? Shall we say, I think 7 and 6. Okay, right, that's what we're going to have. That's how we're going to have those done. That is going to mean we're going to get people in there. But then now we need to do something with the gravel we're going to get. And we've got... This is kind of like a power area, but I want to utilize the... We're going to eventually be able to get so many... Force so many people to come through here. We're already doing a lot better. And we should see really good levels of coal being produced here, even though it's not a massive vein. Now, I don't want to process the gravel here. I think it would make sense to process it somewhere else. And I think... I'm trying to think like what a good place to do that. Now, I don't want to have too much industry in our actual city because it is going to cause a lot of pollution. But saying that, we don't want to use too many trucks. Trains are definitely going to benefit us more than our trucks. We're going to have to replace these bridges anyway at some stage. So maybe what we need to actually do then is we need to have like an unloading area pretty close by to our gravel. I think that's going to be an idea. So we would want then train. We want no. We want train platform. What? Station. Not fuel. Wait, what am I? No? Okay. In here? Aggregate train load. Now, how big is this? Okay, you're quite big. That's bigger than what I was hoping for. That's unnecessary, I feel like. I don't think we're going to want to still use trains to grab coal from here. We're better off setting another mine. I was just thinking then. I do think I have, though, is a nice little train, small little one from... You'll be under cargo, aren't you? We've got a nice little one. Yes, that's what we want here. So I just want a aggregate loading. Brilliant. That is exactly the size I wanted, which would be perfect. Now we're going to have to share. We're going to have to accept at some stage. We're going to share the line with passenger and road vehicles. There's not much we can do about that. And so we're going to want this in this area quite close to here, as we're probably going to, or maybe we won't need to electrify them because we might be able to pinch off from this line here. And the plan is once we can combine coal and gravel, we are doing quite well with our exports if we look at how quick we're going up with the electricity, but we just need to bear in mind that is going to change at some stage. So let's get in a little bit of the storage. We only need a small storage. We don't need anything massive. But we need our output to point in the right direction. So if we can get you in somewhere like this. Yeah. Okay, we've done it. We're committing. We're going forward now. What we like to see. And then if we get our little aggregate loading. Yeah, that's what we want. Yes, 100%. Okay, we'll click on it then. Okay. If we can get you in here, sit you just like this. Oh, that would have been perfect if we could made them face each other, but no, we can't. So if we sit you, let's put you like that. We don't need to worry too much here. Just going to be a nice little offloading. We don't need anything big. It's only a little small little area, and this is just purely going to be for gravel. And we will eventually look to get our trains through this. I just want to tie them into the same one. And that is what we're going to be doing. But for the short term, we are just going to be shipping refined. They did have power. Yeah, they do have power, don't they? Cool. Yeah. So what we will then need a distribution center, probably in this town as well. Maybe a good spot for that. Probably over here. That is driving people around all over the shot, isn't it? Got space probably by the petrol station would make sense. So how much is a distribution center? I don't think it's too bad, is it? We don't need a big one, do we? I've got a little mod for them, I'm sure. Yeah. We don't need a small shed. We don't need a big one at all. It's just going to be purely for bringing. So we can just fit you in somewhere in here. That'd be quite nice. So put you in like this. Yeah, it does not need to be big. You're getting power. Brilliant. Cool. Yeah, you hold how many? 2. That's exactly enough. So what we want is a dumper. You can hold 12 tons. Lovely. Okay. So, but money is an issue, but you're going to 12. I feel like that you're going to be worth it. Cool. And destination building needs to be. I think that'll be good. So all we really want you to do is to move us gravel from up here and down. And we want you to unload there, load here, load. Cool. And hopefully we should see a bit of action. And they've gone out straight away. Brilliant. That's what we're hoping for there. It's just a couple of diggers. That's quite a good spot. That's like medium of them both. So as this gets filled, we will be aware of it. Now, we're going to want to get tracks over here, but we definitely can't afford that at the moment. So that is fine. We are pretty low on our cash. It's still rising, so it's not the end of the world. How are we doing over here, actually? It's looking quite settled. You've still got a pretty good number of people in you. You are working, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Quality source 58%, 56%, that's fine. We've got people in there, I guess, for hand mining, would call it. In my mind, they were just going to operate the machinery, but here comes the machinery. Have they been filled up with fuel? We should probably consider getting a little fuel yard in here a little bit closer, maybe. But that is something for the future. Right, so let's focus on this production here. So what we want to do, and then could put this nice little island there, but we've got like, this is kind of turning into a little bit of an industrial area. So what we want to do is then turn the quarried stone into gravel. We're going to need to store it somewhere. Do we want to do this in this area, or do we want to do this out of town and have a little village? I think we want to do this out of town and have a little village. There's like, I'm looking at this spot, and I really like this spot here. I think what this is affording us an opportunity to shuttle the gravel in. We just need a little shunter train just to run it backwards and forwards. Then what it can also do is drop the refined stone off and take the gravel into the city to be used. That makes absolute sense. If I mean, we don't even have to go the Great. We can just use trucks to bring it in if we decide to. I don't want to go back on that now, though. I think that will work slightly better. I mean, even if it's just a small hop, you can see I haven't thought of this beforehand. I probably should have. Gravel processing. Why don't we do that down here? We're right by a... No. We can do gravel processing over here, definitely. Or... why not over here? We can have a nice little town on this area. That makes sense. Yeah, I like it. Okay. So we're going to need to get people over here then, aren't we? We're going to need a train station. So gravel processing doesn't rely... I'm deciding. I'm procrastinating here whether I want to do this in the town. Because my thought of doing this in the town would mean that I can just run a bus straight over to the people over here. Got gravel here. And then we could always ship... do we want to ship gravel both ways? Or do we want to try and make this efficiency? Because we're going to want to make vent from gravel and coal. We can make prefabs. We can make a lot from gravel and coal. And then we just... so much of our building supplies. And then we can start our building. We're going to want to... I don't think we want to process it in the same area. We want it to drop it in our coal and gravel within our building areas. Okay, so let we do this out of town. Okay. How many workers do you require? Look here. You only require 15 workers. Then, feel like... okay, we're gonna change this up. We can squeeze you in, and then we're gonna run a bus. We probably won't get... oh, it does need... I'm trying to squeeze it in now. Oh, I can see... always trying to think where we can put this to accessible. We can get them over. We could do something like this and run a bus service to it. We would get the heating. I think this might work, you know. But your input's on the wrong side though. Okay, fine. Okay, if we put you in, let's just make this simple and run a bus to it. And up here, I mean, you get... yeah, we're doing that. Okay, good. Right, we're going to change it up. There we go. That's going to build. That's going to cost us quite a lot of money. And what we are going to... I wasn't going to do this, but we're going to run a bus service to it. And we can run a nice little road down like so. It is... and then we can ship our gravel in by train. So what we do need to do, though, is we need to grab this office here. And we need to get rid of you. And we're going to add you in. Now, hopefully we haven't just rinsed all our money. Find path to building from garage? What? Why not? There's a road here, my friends. Oh, have we done the old... why didn't you like this road? Or do I need to open and close it? That may need to open and close it. We'll try that. This should, I'm hoping, be the start of our first industry. Yeah, just need to open and close it. Yep, so we want you to unload quarried stone. Cool. So now what we've got is we've got a quarry which is going to be up and going. We do need out of power. Oh, we built you two. Okay, that was a schoolboy error. I'll accept that. We need to drag out some power from here. Fortunately, we're really close to a power station, so that's not going to be too much of a problem. That's fine though. We can handle it. We'll pull you there. Yep, you're in. Cool. I'm also going to put in another little... you're going to stretch right across. Perfect. Cool. I'm also going to put another little distribution office in, because I think that's going to help us. But we do need to... I want to be able to do distribution office with buses. Can't do that. So we're going to want to get a couple of buses up and running. You're the fuel station. You're the depot I want. Now, we're going to be relying quite heavily on them coming in on the train. Just going to get 2 microbuses up. They're like our go-to at the moment. How many people are waiting at the station? So we're getting a reasonable amount of people in the station, so that's fine. Then if we tell you to go to here and here, no, where's the bus station to that? Right. We want to copy that onto you. Let's go have a look at it, and we'll get that done as well. So we'll get you, copy you onto you. We'll send them off, and they should hopefully get us some sort of building going. Why are you waiting for the other ones? We're going to be quite dependent on people coming in on the train, but now that there are more jobs out here, so possibly it can work. And then all we're going to need to develop after this is what we need to do is we're going to have to work on where we want to make our construction industry, which is going to get us less reliant on all the income, on buying in resources, and reduce our costs dramatically. We'll take a little bit longer, gives a bit more chance to program it. So we've achieved quite a lot today. How are we doing over here, people? 40 passengers coming in. And we have hopefully managed to resolve our intermittent power outages and put in place of our first construction. We are going to import from construction. We are not bringing our own food in yet. But I wanted to be able to get construction up first. So once we're going to be able to make, we're going to have to build some pretty impressive structures, I think, or we can get ourselves be able to produce food. I'm planning on trying to build the infrastructure myself, is what I'm trying to say there. So if you've enjoyed the episode, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. Maybe even comment and let me know your thoughts on it. And I hope you've enjoyed, guys. Take care. Ciao.